Hello, my name is Linda Dolke and I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up in Australia. And today we're making this cute little Gumball Machine Card. Isn't that cute? A lot of fun to make and actually really easy. I've got a little trick for how I did the little red topper there just above the dome, and stick around and watch how I did that. Enjoy! So today's card will be this great little fun card. This could be a birthday card or really an any occasion card. In fact, my son is using one of these as a birthday card for a friend's birthday party he's going to tomorrow. But it's a lot of fun to make, and I think you will agree it's a fun look as well. So all the pieces you're going to need. I have got a Whisper White thick card base, which I'm just going to fold into half. So this is half a piece, half a sheet of Whisper White thick card base, cut in half and then folded in half again to make your basic card base. Then I've got a piece of real red, which is just going to fit inside that. So when I pop that on, so in Australia, that is the red piece is 10 centimeters wide by 14.3 long, so that gives you a bit of an idea. And then we've also got, I'm using a piece of, this is actually from the Bird Ballad DSP, but you could use any paper. I just wanted a colour, so I picked a yellow because it went with some of the yellow Skittles that are in my Gumball machine here. So I've got my pack of Skittles ready, so you can use just a little fun size pack, and that's almost exactly the number that you need to go into the snow globe when it's done. So one fun size pack. You can buy big packs of these. I think there's 12 of these fun size packs in a pack here in our grocery shelves in Australia. I don't know anything like that though would work well for you. You just can't make them too big because you have to make sure they're going to fit in this thickness of snow globe. So the Skittles actually are really well. Other options might be mini M&Ms or Jelly Bellies or small candy coated items are going to work best. You could use mints, maybe little mints. Okay, so I've actually gone ahead and I've actually already cut the basic snow globe shape, and I'm using for this the Snow Globe Scenes dies. So here they are. There's 10 dies in the pack, and you can see this is the basic snow globe shape that I've used to cut this. I've already done that in advance. And then you've got all sorts of little things you can put inside your snow globe. So there's a reindeer, there's a polar bear and a baby here. There's a little church, different shapes of those, and then you've also got the bases for the snow globes. So you can, for example, I've used this for other cards. I did another video with this one, which is a reindeer with his little snowflake sequins, and if you would like to see this one, it's one of my previous videos, so just look back through my videos to see that one, how I did that. Okay, so I've already cut this one, and that gives us this basic shape here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the red piece that we looked at previously. Oh, this is the matching stamp set. I'm not actually using it on this card today, but it's really cute. It's got the basic shapes and some words and bits and pieces, and a little house that you can actually cut out with the dies and pop inside your snow globe if you wanted. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to line this up on my red piece just as it would be if I was sticking it down. Now I'm not going to stick it down yet, but the reason I'm doing this is because I've also cut, just out of Whisper White cardstock, a snow globe shape with the same shape that we cut out of here. So I've cut one of these with my Big Shot as well, and I'm just going to pop some adhesive on the back of that. You can use snail or whatever adhesive you happen to have handy. I'm using a bit of Tombow here, just a little bit on the back. And the reason I'm doing this is it just means it's a really easy guide. This is, I think, a great way to get this shape to line up really easily later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the hole and actually adhere it to that red background. Okay, so it's right there in the middle where I'd like it to be. And then I can take my yellow piece off because I'm going to be coming back to that later. But this is now all lined up and ready to go, so I know exactly where it's going to go later on. All right, now for the other pieces, I've also cut from those same snow globe dies. I've also cut a little base, so just a solid base, this one here, out of real red cardstock, which is the same colour as underneath. So that's going to go underneath our snow globe. And then a little trick to get the piece on top. See this little piece here on top? So I've got a bit of real red cardstock here, and I'm using, I'll put the name of it, it's something label punch, timeless label, I'll need to check that, this one here. And what I'm doing is I'm coming in with this, and then I'm going to just sort of, so I've got a little bit of the straight sides, and I'm just going to punch that shape out. And then I'm going to get my snow globe die, the one that we cut the basic snow globe shape with already, so this basic shape, this one here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running this through my Big Shot so that the shape of the bottom of this is going to line up with the shape of my dome. And when you do that, you then get this piece. So you can see I've cut the bottom of that, run that through my my die cutting machine, and then that makes that little shape there. So we've got this one and this one. I've also, to put the card together, I stamped the Wishing You a Happy Birthday. Now this is from the Band Together stamp set, this one here that says Wishing You a Happy Birthday. I stamped that in real red ink, and I cut it out with the smallest stitched rectangles dies. If you have those stitched rectangles, they are fabulous for this kind of thing, and that's what I decided to use. So I've got these pieces all ready to go. So let's bring our bits in and put it all together. First of all, this is going to be going back onto here, but I need to use my snow globe domes. So these come in packs of 10, and they do match the dies, of course. So really, really easy to use. And the cool thing about them is they have an adhesive strip here on top, and they also have another one at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just a pokey tool like this, and I'm going to pop that here underneath and remove the top layer, the top one. And then I'm going to put this little guy, because now that's adhesive all the way around, I'm going to put this so this fits through. And then you're going to push it down so it sticks all the way around, just like that. Okay, now this is going to end up on here like this. So this is where we can bring in our Skittles. So let's open our pack of Skittles, and I'm just going to pour them straight onto my card, and I'm going to make sure they're all sitting there in the middle. Well, this one doesn't have any green ones in this pack. Huh, look at that. Okay, just like that. This piece is almost ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bit of Tombow, or you can use whatever adhesive you like, and I'm just going to put a thin strip of Tombow all the way around the outside. I'm also going to get my pokey tool, and I'm going to remove the strip, the adhesive strip at the bottom. See that there? Just peels off. And then I am going to position this over the top of that white dome that I put on earlier, because I know that that's right in the right place because we tested it already. And because we're using Tombow, we can kind of wriggle this into place so it's going to line up perfectly with the edges. See how easy that is to do? Cool. Okay, so basically now the dome is done. Then I've got my little base piece here, and I'm going to, you can put them on dimensionals if you like, but I'm actually just going to pop this on with adhesive so it's flat, because I want to have my my words that say Wishing You a Happy Birthday. I want that to pop up. So I don't want everything popped, I just want that one. And once again, because it's Tombow, I can kind of wriggle that into place, butt it up against the dome there in the bottom. Now I've already gone ahead and put some dimensionals on the back here, so I'm just going to flip the backs off those. Here we go. And this is just going to go across the bottom here, just like that. Now, then we've got our little top, and that can go on with a little bit of adhesive. And it's just going to go right there on top, and because we use the globe, the globe die to cut the bottom of that out, it perfectly matches up the shape, perfectly like that. And then just as a final little thing, because I think it looks really cool, I'm using some of these great metallic pearls. They come in a pack of gold, and there's a sheet of gold and a sheet of silver in there. And they look kind of like rivets, which I thought looked really rather nice on this card. Just got to get the hardest part is getting my bit here underneath them. I'll pop one on this side. And then one on this side. There we go. And I'm calling that, oh, no, not quite finished. I've got to stick it on my Whisper White piece. So the whole thing then just goes. And you really want to make sure this is stuck on well, obviously. I did have one of my friends say to me the other day that her grandchildren would have this broken into, this card ripped apart in about 5 seconds. Or 2 seconds, I think she said. But I said I wouldn't be giving it to them. I'd like to give it to someone who's going to keep it just a little bit longer than that. And actually appreciate how nice this card is before they eat the Skittles. So there you go. And you can hear them moving around in there. You could probably fit a couple more in if you wanted to, but I kind of like them. I hope you enjoyed that card today. I really loved making it. I made this in my classes this week, and I think everyone enjoyed making it too. I hope you do, and I'll be back with more for you soon. Don't forget, if you're after any of these items, you can shop through my online store. I'll put the links in the description below. So if you're in Australia and you need some of these or any other Stampin' Up! Products, just click on those links to go to the shop. Have a great day, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.